Okay, you guys, let's talk about some of the fakery going on in the supposed connection of OnlyFans type of um, amateur content creation because I was at OnlyFans and now I'm at Just for Fans, and I strive for a very authentic, sensual, real type of experience where I personally message my subscribers and I charge $32 a month. It was 35. I've been experimenting with my pricing, but I just went back up to 40, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I do not want these guys who expect me to do a bunch of messaging for free. And when I ask for a tip, when they want to do a lot of messaging, then they stop responding as if it was supposed to be for free because I think they're used to the AI bots. The AI bots are a huge thing now. AI is a huge thing. You hear Elon Musk talk about it. JD Vance talked about AI bots at the conference that he's attending in France right now. It is a huge thing. The Doge team is using AI to go through all the government records. I'm not really familiar with AI. I know that there's Grok on Twitter. There's Chat GPT. I have used that before to make some diagrams, but I don't use it for anything. And I'm also really about the real world connection. I really see that in my Just for Fans and me showing my body, which by the way is like super beautiful. Um, you guys have no idea. But I see it as a way to connect with people, to give attention and touch and sensuality, and to have an authentic connection. But I'm on Twitter under my a different name, and I do come across different ladies who are like porn stars, porn models, OnlyFans content creators, and they usually have some kind of very sexy, spicy photo with something like CUM on me, or I am so horny right now, or these women will say, come on my pussy, or all this kind of stuff. These are all fake. I'm not saying the women are fake, the pictures could be real, but these women have marketing teams that post this stuff for them. Women like me who have their lives in order, who are stable, are not trying to entice random men to come fuck our pussies, come on our breasts or whatever. YouTube is probably going to demonetize this video. I don't care. I have something I want to say. They have marketing teams that do all of their posts, write all of their stuff. They will, like the ones that have a lot of followers. They're not, and they're not seeing men in person either. It's all fake. It's a fantasy, but I'm going to get to that in a moment. Some men don't mind the fantasy, but you have to know it's a fantasy. It's not real. These women are not writing their own ad copy. And when you subscribe to them, to their free page or their $5 a month page, you're not messaging with them. You're either messaging with a chatter, a paid chatter in usually a third world country, or an AI bot. If you Google OnlyFans AI bot, all these websites will come up. In fact, I met a guy at the gym recently who told me that one of his buddies just moved out of the country because he got like a mega high paying job working for one of these OnlyFans AI bot companies. Like, it's a huge thing. They're hiring like crazy. And these men think that they're talking to the real woman. I mean, even Andrew Tate was talking about how he exploited men, tried to get them to fall in love with the woman. Like, one guy even sold his house and gave the woman all of the money, thinking that she was going to marry him. But other guys just want to chat and whatever. But here's the thing. Even though, and ladies, this is what's funny, okay? For me, I would not, maybe, women feel the same way too, but it's fake. You're not talking to the actual woman. But the point is, some men don't care. They're just horny and they don't care. I don't know if they know. If they know, would they even care? Now, here's something I found on Twitter because I was looking up OnlyFans AI bot. And here's part of the Substack article from Ayala. She is a former sex worker, camp model, escort, polyamorous. I think she says she's autistic or on the spectrum or whatever, but she does a lot of research on people's sexuality and does surveys. You can follow her on Twitter. And here's the part of the Substack article from February 9th that this lady just posted, Panta. Okay, so this is what Ayala wrote in her Substack. It took a long time for me to come to terms with the fact that for most men, they don't care about reality when it comes to their supposedly connective porn. Because remember, they can get free porn on Pornhub, but they're going to a certain model's page and they're paying, and they don't care if it's real. Okay? They aren't tracking you for signs of genuine enjoyment. To them, your personality is simply a vessel with which to certify that your breasts are genuine. I know a girl who was typically very warm and direct, made personal connections with the men who subscribed to her. She experimented by making a free page at OnlyFans. And that's a free page is where someone doesn't have to subscribe. They can see your content, but then if they want to access individual stuff on the feed, they just have to pay more. On this free page, she hired a real trashy chatter who would spam men nonstop with stuff like, "Hey baby, you up? My pussy horny, XOXO, look at me, what now?" And yeah, her income shot up. So I'm going to post this for you guys here. Just a second. Okay, there we go. Just take a screenshot if you like, okay? And that's what she started writing, and guys were like, yeah, now they got horny and they want to see her or subscribe. So, the question really is, you can make a page like that and exploit men for the money, and maybe they don't care. I don't know. I'm more towards offering a personalized service, and Just for Fans doesn't even have an AI bot. I don't really want to do that. I think that's just so lame. And the men that don't care, I don't really want to deal with it. Like on my Just for Fans, some guys will talk to me about what's going on with their workout routine or with their work, or they just want to, I just think it's better to keep some human connection like that. So I increased the price of my page to $40 a month where I had it. And I lost a lot of subscribers that way, but I don't care. I'm just done. That guy, see, okay, this is what happens. Sometimes guys will kind of message me and they'll want to do a little bit more sexual stuff. And I'll reply like once or twice. And if they want to keep messaging, I ask them to leave me a tip. And not even very much, just $25. And then they go quiet. So I know that they don't want to talk to me unless it's free or included. And I think that they expect that because that's what they're used to if they're subscribed to like a really big content creator OnlyFans, or someone OnlyFans uses an AI bot. So they're used to that interaction and they don't realize that I'm offering a personalized service. And one of these people gave me some feedback today when I asked a question about my content. And he's like, you ought to just message a lot more with your subscribers, because if you message with them a lot, maybe they'll buy a custom video. And I was thinking, he doesn't watch this, so I can say it, like, that's really lame dude, because you weren't even willing to tip me $25 to keep chatting with me. You would never buy a custom video. And I have like a lot of followers on my Just for Fans, and I have tried many ways to get followers to subscribe and they never do. So there are certain people that will never pay for anything. There are some people who will pay just a little bit, and then there are people who will pay to subscribe. But then the people that will buy, like, subscribe for a long time or buy a custom video or leave me tips are usually people who appreciate my content a lot more. And so there are all different kinds of people. Some people just want the free content. They want the free chatting. They want to subscribe for $5 and be able to interact with this woman and get all kinds of sexual content for very little money. And I'm just not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to talk for free to this guy, hoping that he'll buy a custom video. Like, fuck that. Like, I was so annoyed with this guy, but I thanked him for the feedback. I was very polite, but I was thinking, what a loser, like, no. But trying to like step back a little bit, I thought about why he even thought that would be possible, why I would even want to chat for, why would I want to chat for free? And these guys are all anonymous. I don't know who they are. They're not my boyfriend. They're not paying me. I mean, they pay a monthly fee, and for that, they get I post something 6 days a week. 6 days a week I post. Sundays I take off. I reply to all my messages every day, some guys more than once. Like, I'm very attentive. And then this guy still thought it wasn't enough. Like, he wants a lot more messaging. And like, no. So I don't want guys like him on my page. I really don't. And I don't want to compete with AI bots. And so I made a bunch of videos for the guys on my Just for Fans. I might lose half my subscribers because I think I sounded really annoyed. Like, if I'm not going to compete with an AI bot, and if that's what you want, you should go somewhere else. Yeah. There are people who really like the attentive, personalized service. So I could even go more high end. I could even like charge even more, maybe like $50 or $60 a month, and I would just have like 10% of the subscribers I have now, but they would really appreciate my content much more. And that way I could message with them more. It would be included. I don't know. I have to think about how to do it. But I think that it's very harmful what these women are doing, because it gives men a really false sense of what women are like in bed. That's the part I don't like. I don't mind women making money, making more money, having better marketing strategies and whatever, but I'm like, I'm going to have sex with men somewhere along in my life that have been exposed to these women that have their Photoshop bodies with their spread pussies saying, come fuck me, I'm so horny and wet right now, chatting with them with AI bots, and then I have to compete with that? That's the problem. That's the problem, ladies, that we have to compete with that. Because how are they ever going to get turned on with the real woman who is not going to be like spreading her pussy at the sight of him, wanting to be having cream pie with random men? Like, that's not real. And they think it's real. I know they're lost in a fantasy, but I think it warps people's personalities. When I was a younger woman, in the dark ages, men used to get a photo of a woman, nude woman, a centerfold, just a picture. That was all they needed. And that's real, because that's a real woman posing like this, spread eagle, posing. That's real. But a woman telling you all this stuff, or like opening the door and sucking off the mailman because she doesn't have money for the tip, or sucking off the pizza delivery guy because she doesn't have money for a tip. She needs no warm-up. She needs no connection. There's no kissing, and a woman just offering herself up like that, come on my pussy. That's not real. Those are not real women posting that. And the women on Twitter, because Twitter does allow sex workers on there, and I follow some of them, the women that are actually sex workers, they're posting things like, take me on a trip, buy me a gift, very, like, they're wearing a lot of clothes, they're very classy dressed. But the women who are trying to get you to spend your money online, they're the ones posing the nudes and saying, my pussy's available as a drive-in hotel to any guy who wants it. And it's just very different. But I don't know if guys can differentiate and if it ruins them sexually. And that's what I worry about. And I don't want to be fake like that. I really do. I do know that there are men who like the more connected, sensual, authentic type of content. And I don't know what percentage of men those are. I really don't. But in the appointments that I had when I was an escort, the men all wanted a very sensual connection. But when they get horny, I have no idea what they're watching. And some of the guys had trouble coming, and I know that they over masturbated to porn. So I'm just not going to compete with these women, nor do I want to. Um, but yeah, there are just a lot of AI bots out there communicating with people, and maybe they don't care. I don't know. But as a woman, I find it very disturbing that a man would think that I would give him sexual conversations for free. Like, oh, he would expect that. And that was just that one guy. Most of the guys are very respectful. I shouldn't even say that, but it just really bothers me. Like, no, you have lost your way, young man, lost your way. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about the AI bots. I will link in the description this article that I found, but actually, I'm not. If you Google AI bot OnlyFans, you will come across all these articles. There's one from December 2024 that went over all of the, okay, OnlyFans AI bot. The there's Flirt Flow, but there's Botley, Creator Boost. There's so many of these sites. But here's the Vice article from December of last year. OnlyFans models are using AI chatbots to talk dirty for them. That's from December of 2024, so just 2 months ago. And the OnlyFans model that you think you're having a person one-on-one chat with, it's a chance it's not actually them, at least not a flesh and blood version of them. It might be an AI bot designed to sound just like them. There's a simple reality that many OnlyFans creators have to face. There are not enough hours in the day to fit in all of the personal interactions subscribers request. They used to outsource the chatting to OnlyFans chatters, known as low-wage foreign workers. Now those low-wage foreign workers are getting replaced with AI tools. OnlyFans creators have turned to services like Super Creator, Chat Persona, and Flirt Flow to handle the massive influx of messages. These services use generative AI to fake conversations with people who paid for a conversation with a real person. It's a more advanced, much hornier version of calling a company and getting an automated voice messaging service, but one that wants to make you think you're talking to a real person. All of these services work a little differently from one another. Chat Persona, for instance, generates an AI response. However, the OnlyFans creator is responsible for sending the message to the subscriber. But there's still some degree of physical involvement, even if it's the bare minimum. But Super Creator scans for inactive users, automatically initiates a conversation with them as soon as they log in for the first time in a while. The creator then picks up a conversation from there, often leading to huge tips. Other AI tools, Strata, automate entire conversations based on the creator's previous chats. The lesson here is that if you're paying to speak to an OnlyFans creator, there's no way of knowing if you're talking to them or a synthetic version of them. Many creators are enthusiastic about these AI tools. They say it significantly boosted their sales. The AI can scan for inactive users and automatically initiate conversations, and that led to a $1,000 tip sparked by an AI-generated message. AI continues to evolve, and raises questions about authenticity and the long-term implications for human labor in the gig economy. So there you have it. And I don't want to compete with that. I want to give a personalized service, and personalized attention always costs money because it's someone's love and affection and their personal attention. So yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So I find this whole thing like could be exciting, but I'm not using any AI stuff. I'm one of those technology laggard people. But anyway, I will be back for the comments. I'm very interested in what you think about OnlyFans, just for fans, AI bots, and the concept of connecting. You're supposed to connect to this model that you're paying for the site to see their content, but then you don't care if it's really them because you just want the fantasy, and the fantasy is fine. Just like, you're seeing a movie or listening to a rock star and you pretend you're with them, but that's not real and it's all just a game, and maybe people know it's a game. But I think a lot of men get sucked out a lot of money needlessly for this. I don't know. This is just my view. I don't want to participate in it, and I don't want to compete with AI bots, and I don't want to chat anonymous men for free. I just don't. By the way, I took my if any of you want to talk to me, you can schedule a call. You just send me a payment you go to the treasurewithincoaching.com, you send a payment. I email you the same day and ask when you want to schedule the call, and we have a Zoom call. It's very easy. I used to have a booking form, and I used to have my email available online, but all these men started messaging me all this sexy stuff. I don't want that. I don't want it. So I got rid of it all. So I simplified it. There's no way to get a hold of me except through making a payment first. Same as with my Just for Fans. You have to make a payment to see my sexy content. That's just what real women are like. Real women do not want to be approached by anonymous men for sex, okay? Unless they have some mental disorders, or they're homeless heroin addicts. Something's wrong with them. And these women you see on Twitter saying like, come in my pussy or whatever, that's not real. You might as well just get an AI doll. You might as well just subscribe to an AI bot, because none of it is real. I just find it really repulsive. But I've gone on long enough, and maybe you guys don't care. Maybe some of you guys get turned on by that stuff.